Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Balance, and I'm coming to you today as just another human that really is soul searching, has always been seeking about more about himself, and really just coming to share the brilliance and the love that I received from my time at Casa del Sol. So, some people know me as the conscious marketer. I've been around, Tony Robbins and some other great inspirational um, leaders in the world. And the biggest thing that, that I do today is about like raising levels of awareness, consciousness in the world, and really taking people away from their head, getting them back to their hearts. And for me, that's like my mission, my purpose, my passion, the reason why I live. And when I went to Casa del Sol, there was something missing inside of me. And it was really profound uh, because I didn't know what necessarily was missing, right? Like, you don't know these things. If I knew the answer, I would have just decided. But recognizing that I was just there to receive was really the intention of me showing up at Casa del Sol. When I met Jimena and Santiago, they immediately like gave me love. That's all, which is what I needed. I just needed like pure love. And the whole experience at Casa del Sol for me was not only an integrative one of receiving from the spirit, of all the medicine that we did, but it was from the people that not only provided it, but the medicine of the people that were there and speaking to them, the environments of the nature surrounding with the beautiful river, the mountain, the connection with, everybody that was working there. It was all part of the medicine. It was all part of the process. It was all part of the willingness to really step into the ability to just receive love. Because when I showed up there in a really masculine role. I showed up there with like this mask, and the mask that we use to protect ourselves is also the mask that imprisons us. And that's how I felt. I felt like I was a prisoner in my own body, and my ego just continues to come up so many different times. And it really helped me to identify like how much deeper I really need to go. So going through the experience with Jimena, with Santiago, with Norma and Luis, I really had a feeling of like, and Mateo, of course, I really had a feeling of this. There was just so much beauty and graciousness that was offered. And I find that the most important thing that allowed me to come back to me is this ability to accept love for myself and for myself, to myself, and then from Jimena and Santiago. I find that for me, after leaving Casa del Sol, I really stepped into this presence of like really owning my feminine nature, not needing to have these masks so profound. And of course, the work is still extremely profound. And of course, the work has still been continuing and it's never ending, but it's important to integrate and regularly influence ourselves so that we can influence others. And when we do that with our actions rather than just our thoughts, we actually start to create a new identity within ourselves and peel back the onion of the old identity. Staying at Casa del Sol, this was the place that is like very family oriented. This is a place that is like deep in nature. It's an experience that you're going to enjoy because it makes you feel like you're in a small cottage, right? And so if you're somebody that's genuinely thinking about taking advantage of what Jimena and Santiago are doing, I wholeheartedly give you 110% just do it, because the experience of our lives is really what dictates our destinies. And there is nothing in this world that can change an experience more than going through it, right? Like there's nothing that will activate you in your beingness as a human being on this planet to really evolve to the next stage of your life. So if you're even considering it, just do it. Like, stop asking questions of how and why and all the bullshit stories that you may be telling yourself. Just do it, because it's going to transform your life. And the transformation in your life will impact all other areas of your life. So I highly encourage you to just enroll, send them an email, send them a message, do whatever you got to do, but just get into the next retreat. And with that, I leave you with love, with intention, with blessings on your heart, because my belief is that once you step out of this understanding that you are not your mind, that you are so much more, that you are such an internal piece of consciousness that is connected to something so great, that you allow yourself to really become it and be it with vulnerability, with love, and with intention. You start to recognize that this planet that we live on is a playground, that love is our legacy, and that what we need to do is just embody it. So go play. Much love.